Rhianan Rudd was the youngest British girl ever prospected as a terrorist. The charges were dropped after the government concluded she was a victim of exploitation. The girl took her own life last year. The case of Rhianan raises questions about how the UK deals with the problem of children involved in extremism. Rhianan was born in Essex. Emily, the mum, says she was a lovely girl who found it hard to build relationships with people. At 14 she became absorbed in right-wing extremism, including talking to older people online. Emily said she was very secretive. Rhianan was not racist, but all of a sudden she did not like blacks or Jewish people. All of a sudden she just wanted to hang around people with blonde hair and blue eyes. Neo-Nazi Christopher Cook was groomed and sexually exploiting Rhianan over the internet from his home in the USA. Was at the center of an elaborate terrorist plot to attack the USA power grid. They target the young for radicalization. Research found out that Cook was also in contact then partner of Rhianan, mum, who she met through a pen pal system for prisoners. USA Dax Malibran is part of a whole white supremacist prison gang that claims to have changed. Evidence showed he also had an influence on Rhianan. In one message Cook to Malibran, "You need to teach her the right way." The mum was checking on her computer because she was getting increasingly alarmed and reached out for help. Rhianan reached out for help to her mum about how to build a bomb. Following day the mum filled a form online called Prevent. Is the government stopping the radicalization program? Rhianan was not involved, but within a week she was arrested. Rhianan then spent 6 months on building during police interviews. She describes exploitation by extremists. At home she self-harmed and tried to run away. Eventually she was put in care of Derbyshire Council for potentially possessing a weapon-making guide. Daniel says defense lawyers became involved and wanted Rhianan Rudd to go to a specialist unit, which considers if victims are accused of trafficking or exploitation. In the modern slavery laws made by the local council, not the police. The decision was made in 2 months. When the official assessment came in 2021, it concluded that she had been exploited. Prosecution was abandoned among other things that she was charged with. Mum said they should have dealt with it differently. Research found that authority has been passing evidence of what has been happening. An FBI investigation saw that Cook saw images and messages showing extremist grooming. Also concluded sexual exploitation of Rhianan Rudd was charged. Rhianan is part of a trend of children that can often be involved in online extremism that are investigated by police. BBC investigation examined the care provided to Rhianan Rudd by Derbyshire County Council. BBC investigation says they allow a contact to take place between the neo-Nazi so they can catch Rhianan out. The mum warned Derbyshire Council on the risk of taking her own life. Jonathan Hall asks if the normal just route is an ineffective way of handling young terrorism, or can it just be made to certain children. For example, he said only one child in 2020 to 2021 went to prison for extreme terrorism. Therefore, he suggests stop from using device and have a mentor to stop them using device.